Hello, everyone. We'll give you just a moment to filter in from the lobby. You are joining the welcome webinar, Getting Started on Your GED Journey. Let's just make sure we get everyone in here. All right, and my name is Caitlin. I'm part of the marketing team here at GED, and I will be the moderator for today's webinar. Today's webinar will be about 30 minutes long, and it will be recorded, so don't worry about taking notes or anything. We're going to go over tips for getting started, how to navigate your account, some basics of the test, and we'll also have time for a Q&A at the end. If you do have questions along the way, you can feel free to type those in the chat. We're going to be using that chat function throughout the presentation here, so you can get familiar with it. And then we will be having our wonderful advisors here to walk us through the webinar. We've got Tiriana, Sam, Lydia, and then if you also see Austin's name pop up there in the chat, know you're hearing directly from our team at GED. And our advisors are part of the GED Plus program. So if you enroll in GED Plus, you will be paired with them every step of the way to assign study materials, answer your questions, and just really set you up for success here on your GED journey. So with that, I will go ahead and pass it over to Tiriana.
Thank you. My name is Tiriana, and I have been an advisor for a little over 3 years now. And then the other GED advisors on the webinar will introduce themselves, and then after that, we will get started.
Hi there, my name is Lydia, and I'm a GED advisor located in Minnesota and have been a GED advisor for about 4 years now. And like we said, if you have any questions, just throw them in the chat and let us know.
Hello, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you guys are at. Hello, everyone. My name is Sam. I'm an advisor. Like Lydia, I've also been an advisor for about 4 years now, and I'm looking forward to going over the program with you.
Perfect, thank y'all. So as GED advisors, we are experts on the GED exam, and we guide students through each step of the GED journey. We provide resources, tips for success, and help with any questions that come up along the way. The goal today is to provide actionable steps to start your GED journey. We will discuss basic information about the GED exam and its subjects. We will go over how to get started once you've set up your account. We will also discuss how to prepare for the exam and provide information on resources that we provide. And there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions throughout the presentation and at the end.
All right, so we're going to get started with a quick poll question. Like I mentioned, we're going to use this a few times throughout the presentation. It may pop up in your chat function, or it may show up in a separate window. So just kind of take a moment, track that down, and go ahead and submit a response. So this question reads, what is your motivation for getting your GED? And of course, we hear a whole bunch of different responses, so there's no right or wrong answer here, but some common responses are to go to college, to get a new job, for family or children, to join the military, to reach a goal for yourself, or of course, anything else. So we will leave that open. Let's see if we've got any chats coming in, any responses being submitted. Great, looks like you guys have found that poll function. And I see a lot of different responses: going to college, get a new job, reach a goal. Awesome. Okay, so again, we'll leave that open, get familiar with that, but we're gonna go ahead and pass it back to Tiriana.
All righty, thank you. It is important to note that the GED test and the GED Ready official practice test are available in both English and Spanish. GED Plus has bilingual advisors who can help issue Spanish language prep materials. The exam is broken down into 4 subjects, which are math, science, language arts, and social studies. The GED is accepted at the vast majority of colleges for those that are interested in continuing their education, and it is equivalent to a high school diploma, and upon completion, you will be joining the over 21 million GED graduates throughout the world.
All right, so you'll see here on this slide, we're just going to go over some myths and misconceptions. So all these statements that you're seeing here are not true. So let's just bust some myths here. So basically, the first one we want to go over here is that it's easy to get a GED. So the journey is different in reality for every student, but it is absolutely doable. And with determination and preparation, we are here to help you get this done. And it is very much possible. The second myth is that a GED diploma is not as good as a high school diploma for traditional high school. The reality is that the GED diploma shows colleges and employers that you have the knowledge and skills required. Some employers even prefer people with a GED. It shows great time management skills, drive, and commitment to earning your GED as an adult student, usually a working adult student, which goes to show potential employers that you are a dedicated person and working towards your education. Also, 97% of colleges and employers accept the GED credential, including prestigious universities like Harvard, Yale, and Stanford. The next myth here we want to talk about is that math is impossible. This is not true. Many students may find it to be the toughest subject, but we do have many resources to help you pass. Several of which we're going to be talking about more in this webinar. So we'll be mentioning more on that later on here. And the last myth or misconception is that you're too old to get a GED. This is not true. Obviously, we know that many people leave high school for different reasons. Often it has nothing to do with learning ability. We've had many success stories from students of all ages, proving it's never too late to get your GED done. I've personally had students into their 70s who have earned their GED, and I've helped them each step of the way to get that done. So just know that your age is never going to be a barrier, and we are here to help you get this done. Oh, sorry about that. Yes. So for the next slide here. So creating an account. So you can create a free account on GED.com with just an email address. It's easy and simple to get done. For most people, it can be the hardest part of just getting started. So here we're going to talk about the steps to take and get this done here, just to tackle step 1 of signing up for the GED. The next few slides, we're going to be talking about giving you a better understanding of the exam, study resources, and then the scheduling process for your testing.
All right, so when you first log into your GED.com, this will be your home screen. You can see the different icons for each subject, and you can get more information if you click on these icons for the subject. The alerts and tiles may change depending on your location and what step of the journey that you are on. But if you do go and click that red banner, that will give you instructions on what steps you need to take in order to move forward in the program. And from your GED.com homepage, you can click the study button at the top of the page, and this will show you all of the resources that are available to you. Some of these are available for purchasing, and if you scroll towards the bottom, you can find a list of the free resources that we have. I do want to point out that there is a free preview test for all 4 of our test subjects, and this will give you an idea of what's on the GED exam, as well as a free practice tutorial so that you can kind of get used to and familiar with how the GED exam works. Then lastly, this is an example of what the free exam tutorial looks like that we just talked about. You will be able to try out different features on the test, which will help you get familiar with how to click through each page, how to use the buttons like the navigator. You can also practice scrolling up and over to view the full passage in question and to see what different question types look like so that you're not surprised by the layout of the exam. And this preview can help calm your nerves a little bit and let you know exactly what to expect for the exam. And then just so you know, for math, science, and social studies, it is important to get familiar with how to use the online calculator because you will not be able to use your own on exam day if you are testing online. But you will not have to memorize any formulas. They will be provided for you, and the preview test will show you where to locate those.
If you feel a classroom setting is best for your learning style, this can help you find prep centers when you search your zip code. Click the study button in your GED account and select Find GED Classes. A local class can provide support throughout your GED journey, expert instruction on GED test subjects, practice for the GED test, and help with career and college planning. The GED Ready is the official practice test. It has half the questions and is half the amount of time of the official GED test. If you score green with scores between 145 to 200, you're likely to pass, and we want you to schedule your official test right away. Normally, students will schedule the exam within 1 to 2 tests at most. 1 to 2 weeks at most. That way the information is still fresh in your mind. If you score yellow, which are scores between 134 to 144, you're almost ready, but will need a little more practice. If you score red with scores between 100 to 133, you want to spend more time preparing. Save time by focusing only on what you need to learn. You can review a score report on your GED.com account that will let you know which areas you should focus on when you're studying. It is also very important to note that you won't be shown which questions you did not answer correctly. It is a common misconception that the GED is one long exam, but it's actually 4 separate tests, and many students find success in taking one test at a time to be able to focus on the subject before moving on to the next. In the next few slides, we will break down what to expect for each subject, and we will share a practice question for all of you to answer.
All right, so here we're going to be going through the language arts, reasoning through language arts exam. So the language arts exam is broken down into 3 sections, and they will focus on reading for meaning, excuse me, reading for meaning, identifying and creating arguments, and grammar and language. There is also a written essay portion for this test, so please keep that in mind. You will be given a total of 150 minutes to complete this exam.
All right, and we've got a practice question here. I'm going to launch the poll again, so if you don't see it pop up, you can just type in the chat. But this question here reads, the main character of a story is also called what? A, antagonist, B, exposition, C, author, or D, protagonist. So we're going to move pretty quickly through these practice questions, but just take a quick moment there and submit a response. And let's see if we've got any responses coming in yet. Awesome. Looks like a lot of you have got this one correct already. So the correct answer there is D, protagonist. But we will go over some study materials if you do find any of these practice questions challenging. So Sam, we'll go back to you.
All right, and all right, so yeah, so we're going to be going through some resources here. So for study help specifically, if you are looking for a resource to help you, for example, for the questions that we just went through, you can check out GED Live. So GED Live offers many additional benefits that can help you to study and prepare for the exam. So on the screen here, you'll see some of the benefits listed here. So you have a flexible schedule of online GED classes, on-demand GED courses. So you'll have recorded course materials from past sessions as well to make it easy to review lessons or catch up on missed classes anytime. And you'll have direct help from instructors here. GED test experts at Kaplan are ready to help answer any questions you have by email. And then importantly, you can access GED Live classes on any device. So GED Live works on any computer, tablet, or mobile. So you can get to decide where and when to study based on what you're needing. And then you can access all 4 subjects for 6 months, or access math or RLA individually for 3 months. Excuse me, for 3 months, depending on your choice of subject.
So for the social studies exam, the social studies topic will include reading sections as well as analyzing historical events. And the format of this exam is multiple choice, and you are given 70 minutes to complete the exam. And we'll have another practice test question coming up here.
Thanks, Lydia. So this question reads, how many senators represent each U.S. state? 1, 2, 3, or it depends on state population. So again, let's see if we've got any responses coming through here. Slowly trickling in. Again, I know we're moving pretty quick here, but the correct answer there for that one is B, 2. So Lydia, we will go back to you.
Perfect, thank you. So the GED has also launched the official GED mobile app, which is called GED and Me. It is now available to download on the App Store. And within the app, you will find personalized guidance, practice questions, and study tracking right from your phone. You can also set goals and stay on track with daily questions and reminders on the app as well.
Alrighty, so next we will go over our next subject, which is science. The science exam is also broken down into multiple choice questions, and the on-screen calculator is available to use. Some of the topics on the exam are listed above, and you are given 90 minutes to complete this exam. And the next we will have another practice question for science.
All right, and this poll is launching now. So this one reads, what unit is used to measure force? A, Newton, B, gram, C, kilo, or D, pound? Right, let's see how we feel about science today. Great, our answers coming through here. Yep, okay, awesome. Looks like we've got a handful of responses here, and it looks like all of them are correct. The correct answer there is A, Newton. So Tiriana, we will go back to you.
Thank you. So next we will go over another one of our study tools, which is GED Flash. Flash is a great study tool that we offer and that a lot of my students do like. Students are provided with question sets on each attempt and receive immediate feedback on their responses. And this will help you to master the GED test subjects. You do get full access to a full collection of GED practice questions and answers covering concepts you need to know. You are able to choose between language arts, social studies, science, or math. You are able to learn as you go. Each practice question comes with a step-by-step explanation, so you can see instantly where you may have gone wrong and learn how to do it right the next time. You are able to study on the move. This is created for use on phone, tablet, or desktop, so you can study whenever and wherever you find a moment of free time. And then lastly, you are able to prep at your own pace. With GED Flash, you can study for the GED in as little as 5 minutes a day. GED Flash also offers the flexibility of practicing without feeling tied down for hours.
All right, so finally here, we have the math exam that we're going to be talking about here. So here, as you can see on the slide, the topics on the math exam are in multiple choice format. Topics include basic math, geometry, basic algebra, and graphs and functions. You can bring a calculator to a test center. With online at-home testing, you will have a calculator online only. It's available on screen during an online test. You're given 115 minutes to complete the exam, and this will be given to you, shown to you as a timer on the exam, so you can keep track of the time left as you're testing.
All right, and then our final practice question today. This one reads, if you walk 6 miles in 120 minutes, how fast are you going? A, 0.05 miles per hour, B, 2 miles per hour, C, 3 miles per hour, or D, 6 miles per hour. And again, we've moved very quickly, but this is an example of one where you will be provided a formula and of course the calculator. So you'll be able to really take your time on these questions when you go through your exam, but we're just moving pretty quick. So let's see if we've got any responses coming in. All right, looks like everyone is nailing these practice questions. So yeah, the correct answer here for this one is C, 3 miles per hour. And we will go back for a final study material.
All right, here, so we're going to be talking about GED Plus, and this is one of the programs available to you as part of the GED program here. So basically, just if you found this question or any other question, the practice question is tricky and want hands-on help with studying, you can try GED Plus. It is the most comprehensive, all-inclusive GED prep program available, with online materials available at any time, convenient to whatever your schedule may be. GED Plus does include a personal GED advisor, such as myself, or any of the other advisors here that you're seeing here. So we are dedicated GED experts who will guide you and encourage you from start to finish as you work towards earning your GED. So it does include comprehensive study materials and study tools, including top-rated course materials for each GED subject, saving you a lot of time and money versus buying them on your own, and having one place to study, saving you time and allowing you to study more efficiently. Within GED Plus, there is a test until you pass guarantee. So the cost of a test and any retakes are fully covered until you pass when you follow our step-by-step process. And also, there are official practice tests available for free as part of the GED Plus program steps. So to be sure you're ready for the big test day, you'll take the practice test and make sure you've passed it before scheduling the official test to make sure you're ready for that test and likely to pass. In addition, there is one-on-one tutoring available. So if you need extra help at any point, we will match you with a tutor who can help you tackle those tough topics if you're ever needing any additional help with one-on-one support. There is step-by-step guidance as well. We don't just hand you prep materials. We're going to be talking you through each step of the program with regular check-ins, help make sure you're on track and make sure you have any questions answered that you might have. Students who use GED Plus are 2 times as likely to earn their high school credential than those who study on other programs or on their own. So GED Plus is a great option for the most comprehensive prep tool, and it includes a lot of the resources we've talked about today. All right, and then here on this slide, you'll find our connector tool. So on your home screen on GED.com, if you scroll down, there's a message saying if you are a student looking for a new job or to change careers, you can put in your zip code to see a list of employers who are hiring and are part of our GED Works program. You can apply for positions there, and if you were to get the job, the employer will then pay for you to get your GED for free while you're working. At that job, you'll be able to work through the program for free at no cost to you.
So when you do feel ready, we recommend that you schedule your test. We have a lot of different convenient days and times available for testing so that you can find something that works well with your schedule. And from your online account, when you click on your schedule test button, you may see different options depending on your state's rules. If your state does allow online testing, just please make sure to do a systems check just to make sure that your laptop or computer is compatible and does meet all of the requirements. And just note that for online testing, you do need to be in a closed room with no one else around. And if you do go to a test center in person, you will click on the schedule at a test center option and you will pick which center you would like to test by searching your zip code. And like mentioned on the last slide, different states may have different rules. Price, age, and other testing requirements do vary by area. You can find your state's policies by visiting this page on your GED.com when you hover over the About the Test option at the very top of the page. And once you select your state from the dropdown, you can find more helpful information like the retake policies, local contacts, and more.
Alrighty, on this slide, we have many testimonials from our GED graduates, and one day soon, this could be you, and we would love to celebrate your accomplishments. Once you earn your GED credential, we have a ton of ways you can share your accomplishment. One is with digital badges. It is a great way to stand out with your employer and colleges, something to look forward to as you work towards your GED.
Okay, and then just our last poll here to wrap things up is we just want to know if you feel ready to take the next step. So if you do, we are super excited for you. If you're not sure and you still have questions, we have a few minutes left here, so you can type those in the chat. I already saw a couple questions coming in. So let's see. Okay, it looks like a bunch of you do feel confident enough to start. Again, love to see it. Awesome. And also, I will just say, in case we don't get to your question, or if you think of something later, you can always go ahead and reach out to help@ged.com. And again, so I did see a couple hands raised, but if you can, just go ahead and type your question there in the chat, and we'll try to get to it as long as we have time. So I know one of the first questions I saw earlier on were asking about an age requirement. And I think I saw another one come in here, recently moved, still a minor. Those age requirements will depend on your state. And we can drop a link, maybe one of our advisors can drop a link there in the chat to referencing the state policy rules that we showed on the previous slide. But all of those links will be included in the follow-up email that will be sent out after this session. Okay, so let's see what else thank you, Tiriana, for that link. All right, what other questions came in here? I saw a question about free resources. Can one of our advisors maybe speak to some free options?
Yeah,
I
if you
can,
go.
yeah.
Oh, sorry, Sam, go ahead.
Oh yeah, just to mention. So there's basically two main options for getting a free GED diploma. So the main option is through the GED Works program, such that the employer that you're working for will offer and sponsor you to earn your GED, where your employer will pay for you and approve you each subject of the GED. So you work through it that way. So in that case, you would need to contact your manager if you're employed and ask about to see if a GED Works benefit is available. And you can also check, as we mentioned before, on GED.com if you've created an account. There's that section if you scroll down on your homepage to see about what employers offer it, and you can look into applying for jobs that might be available near you for employers that do offer the GED Works program. Other than employers, the other main option is to receive the GED as a benefit to your health plan. So in that case, if you have a health plan that you're currently enrolled in, you would need to contact, in most cases, the number on the back of your health insurance card to contact a representative, and you can see about what benefits may be available. And if the GED is among them, you would contact them to see about enrolling into the GED Works program through your health plan.
Great, thank you, Sam. And again, when you sign up for a GED account, that is free. There are other free study materials. You can download the GED app, which is currently free. There's some practice questions to get you started. So there's a lot of options in your account you can go and kind of explore. So that's a great place to start. Question here, am I supposed to take a practice math? Can I do it on my phone? So thank you, Tiriana, for answering that one. You will need to take your test or practice test on a desktop or a laptop or in a testing center. Let's see what other questions came in here. Okay, I saw a question that says, if I do GED Plus, will I be sure to get one of you guys? All of our advisors are awesome. Does anyone want to kind of explain what happens when you click sign up? What's the next step? How do you get paired? Maybe just a brief description of how that works.
Yeah, I can go over that. So we have, a variety of advisors available. All of them are wonderful and experienced. It depends, obviously if you're bilingual or not. We do have bilingual advisors available as well. So if you're Spanish speaking, you will be assigned to one of our Spanish speaking advisors. And if for some reason you do get assigned to an English advisor, just let them know because we do have Spanish advisors available. But once you join the program, you will automatically get assigned an advisor, and then within 24 to 48 hours, they will be reaching out to you. So you'll be receiving a call, and they'll also send you an email as well to look out for. So yes, there's a lot of different advisors available, but they're all wonderful and super knowledgeable as well.
Great. Thanks, Lydia. Okay, wonderful. We are just about at our 30-minute mark. So if you want to type a few more questions in, maybe we can get to them real quick. But if not, I just want to say thank you all for joining. And again, I will be sending an email out with links to everything that we've discussed here today. And then also just a plug for our social media channels. If you are on Instagram, TikTok, and give us a follow, we have a lot of inspiring stories, a lot of tips, and just great motivators. Sometimes, you need a little boost of confidence, and that's a great place to look for it. So I didn't see any last questions come in here. So I will go ahead. Well, thank you for dropping that link in there, Austin. Okay, awesome. I'm going to go ahead and close us down here. Thank you again to our advisors for answering everything. And we wish you guys all the best of luck. Take care.